Well, folks, it is September 3rd, 2023, and we are about to start our long trip across the ocean for our African safari in South Africa. Figured I'd start some videos here so we can have a record of it like we used to do with the Alaska trips. So we've got a big day ahead of us, days. From the time we go wheels up in Pittsburgh to wheels down in Johannesburg, it's going to be 24 hours. And then you have a 6-hour time difference, so you can figure 30 hours, then 3 hours to camp and 2 hours down to Pittsburgh. So we're looking at about 35 hours of travel here. Just the trip across the ocean's 15, so I figured I'd start this before we left Mercer here and update you guys along the way, and then get some videos of the trip. We'll see you soon. Well, we made it a mile up the road in the 2500. The tread's out of the tire, so I guess we're taking my truck. Well, we made it to Atlanta. Mike's behind me somewhere. So, big part of the journey down, but not the biggest part. We didn't have any grief in Pittsburgh other than one of our locks on our gun case broke, and then they sent mine through for not having the locks on it, so they had to bring it back up and put it back on. But easy other than that. So I'll catch you when we're on the way to Africa. We made it to Atlanta. We got our bourbon. So we have a 6-hour wait here, and then the big flight across the ocean. Talk to you later. We're on our plane, our little cubby holes. Nothing like.
Shoes are coming off right now.
Yeah, they give you slippers with it. We've got, I can flip the camera around this way, but got your TV screen, your little cubby hole. There are adjustments for your seat, just like a CT6. So. Yeah.
You film something?
Yeah, there's just, so put them out there again. There's the slippers. So we're enjoying our time. We've got flipped down everything. We're ready to rock and roll. Sleep for a couple hours and probably wake up in the southern Atlantic. So I'll talk to you guys in the morning. We made it through. Machine went down at customs, so we were sitting there for a little while, but we're in baggage now with the guy that met us. So once we get that, we have to go over to the other area to get our guns. We're ready to roll. Long flight. Well, we made it to our lodge, but there's rolling blackouts, so we have no power. It's, I think 11, I don't know, well, I'm on my phone. I think it's about 11:30 at night in South African time. So I can't show you much in here because we don't have any power. But I'll take something else in the morning. We have to be up and ready to roll and shoot at 6:15. So it's going to be an early morning. But we'll see you tomorrow. Well, the power went out again as we were getting ready. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and wanted to take a shower, but that didn't happen. So we're just standing here on the porch waiting for our PH to get ready. We're going for warthog today. Sun up on our first African morning. Still dark. 6 o'clock, not even 6 o'clock. Sighting in. We're out here at the range with a 300 Ultra Mag. Got all the way here and Mike forgot the bolt to his 300 Win Mag, so Our tracker is setting up targets down there at what looks to be about 50 yards. And then we'll be ready to get sighted in. I shouldn't have a problem unless something got jarred around in transit here, but we'll see.
Being is this quote was sent before you made that payment.
Oh, okay.
So it's not an issue. What we'll do tonight is
I got it on my phone. And
we've got one on quota on this property.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a specific bull.
So I'm giving the choice up to you for traffic for this hour. You can either hear where there's 4-hour outages, which is basically the whole of the world, or you can hear the list of
We made it to our first site for Mike's warthog. We already saw some coming in, so we're loading up and we're gonna head back and see what we can see around here.
Right, gentlemen, rifles.
One down. Whew. We've been chasing impala and warthogs all morning. We came across a group of wildebeest. Mike took a shot at, didn't connect. And then we came over a ridge here and saw these, heard a zebra. Just couldn't get a shot at it. We moved about 6 times. And the PH was getting pretty frustrated with my stick placement, but 130 yards, 1 shot, 1 kill. 300 Ultra Mag dropped it. It didn't literally move at all. So they are trying to find a road down there because now they have to get a tractor to get her out of here. So Uncle Mike's in the safari wagon. I'm down here just watching this girl. Well, they took the truck back to go get a tractor, but we are many miles back here in this particular parcel of land, and I can't imagine how long it takes to get a tractor out here at a few miles an hour, so I might be waiting here and looking pretty in the shade of these trees, which are few and far between, but I'm going to run on adrenaline for a while, so check back in with you when they show back up. Here's a tractor. Looks like a New Holland. I imagine they were going to do it with a front loader, but it does not appear that that is the case. So I think we're going to have some fun dragging. Or likely we'll probably skin and quarter it up here and then move it down, but yet to see. This is the camp where we're hunting today, having lunch. Now while they're skinning the zebra. 3:15. We just finished cleaning the zebra. They're hanging it up in the fridge now, freezer. And I have a truck that comes around, collects it, brings it back to the camp's freezer, and then the whole organization of the meat processing plant down in town that will process it all. So it took about 3 hours. That thing cleaned up. So Mike got his Impala buck about a half an hour ago, and we passed a warthog, and I was lined up on the warthog for about, it seemed like 20 minutes, but it was probably more like 5. And this big Impala scared the warthog off. So we turned the sticks around and got him. But now we have this beautiful group of wildebeest. All of them are females. So the real pain in the ass is South Africa, or this section of South Africa, is now on level 6 of rolling blackouts, whatever the levels mean. But 6 is the worst, so there's 12 hours out of a day. Literally half the day you don't have electricity. So we're back at camp and racing because we had 20 minutes for both of us to get a shower. Thank God I brought my battery pack because I don't know how we charge our shit. I'm gonna try and charge that during the day, but the power's out. Most of the night it's going out between 9 and 12 and then 1 and 3. So, lovely. But we got our 2 Impalas back, dropped them off at camp, and we had a nice dinner with everybody else at camp. Sable steaks and some of the unique stuff, but I don't know, this power situation's really putting a damper on things, so we have to be up again at 6:30 tomorrow morning. See you then. Morning 2 here in South Africa. Sun rising. So we got to sleep in an extra 15 minutes this morning, and we got to bed a hell of a lot earlier because of these rolling blackouts, which are a pain, to say the least. Power went out again at 5 this morning, and it won't be back on until long after we're gone. So getting up and getting ready is a pain in the ass with no lights. Didn't get as many videos as I wanted yesterday. It's a lot more difficult than you'd think when you're trying to get ready to shoot, and when you go out and walk about with the PH, there's no one with you, so no one's there to take photos, and it's much more fast-paced than I thought it was going to be. So didn't get a lot, tried to get a few, but it was a good time. We brought the Impalas back. They took them right to the meat shed last night. I mentioned we had dinner. I'm going to take a video here. You can see a little bit more of the camp today, now that we kind of know what's going on. But we're going to go back to the same site today, for wildebeest, warthog again. See what we can do there. And then I guess go from there. I see our tracking dogs are already running around. So let me take some videos of the camp here and show you a little bit of what's going on. So this is our Casitas cabin camp. There's our guide dogs, tracking dogs. I'll show you inside later. You can't see anything because there's no lights. Those are the water tanks. We've got a few of these huts. I think there's 8 in total. Got a swimming pool over here. I tried to get a little bit of yesterday. We didn't really get to see a lot of that. You've got a central gathering area here where we had dinner. There's kind of a little mini bar, some beers and drinks, which we didn't get to enjoy either, but fire pit, outdoor barbecue, pool that the dogs are both enjoying. There is a big kitchen over in the main lodge, which we weren't in, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
And the European Union is expected to reveal today which of the world's tech giants face stronger curves from next year. And that will shake up how major players like Apple and Meta do business online, as explained.
I don't know. I will.
It is.
See what I mean by
Well, that's another property, right?
While we were eating lunch, had a little bit of a nap at the lodge back here, waiting for the wildebeest to move. And when we got up, our PH said, I think there's a warthog over there. It would be perfect for Mike to shoot. So they snuck off, and I was sitting with Ziza, the dog, and it sounds like Mike got him. So we're walking over now. What'd you get?
Warthog.
Jeez, he snuck around into there.
As soon as we saw him, he was standing outside.
Yeah.
Los, yeah. He ran in.
Oh,
And it's like, well, you know, he'll at one point he'll come back out.
yeah.
So you can see how much, I mean, that's a good 5-6 inches that's sticking out.
Yeah.
He's a good representative. He's a good pig. All right, we're gonna take him out here and take him out.
Wat is het? Hoeveel is het?
Ja, zo komt zo. Ons zoeken maar hij zei ook even gaan. En we leven op de torp op onze trekrichting kan. So ons gaan rijden. Let's say 45 minutes.
Another shot of camp. They have this fence around here that is part of another, I don't know if you want to call it a preserve, but another landowner's property. It goats in this particular area, so it's more farming. Running on generator right now because the power went out again, like clockwork at 5 a.m. Stays out till 7. Day 3 here in Africa. We took a day off today. Mike wanted a day of rest because we were running pretty hard those first 2 days. We initially came for 6 animals, and we have 4 of our 6 animals in the first 2 days. So we're probably gonna try for a few more here that are in our price range. But we're just sitting around camp, relaxing. Got up, had a nice big breakfast. I'm in the common area here in the center. Had some bacon and eggs. Everybody else went out hunting, and just sitting here reading my, you can't read it, it's backwards, but Teddy Roosevelt's African Game Trims. Other than that, it's a peaceful day. It's amazing. These other groups that are here must be related to Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, because people spend some serious money here. I estimated the group that left yesterday shot $50,000 worth between 3 of them, just in animals. And I think the 3 that are here now with us are well beyond that. Probably closer to 75,000 just for the animals. So it's it makes us look like the lower class people in the camp, but it's interesting. So anyways, probably not too many videos today other than those early ones. We'll check in with you maybe dinner time, and then see you tomorrow when we go back out for Wildebeest. Finally have an opportunity with the lights on in the daylight, since we're staying at camp today, to show you our room, or lodge, or camp, whatever you want to call it. We've got 3 beds, a double, queen, and 2 twins. One we're using for guns. It's got a big open space in the center here with a table, this other table, My stuff's on. Mike's got his stuff over this. Big double sliding doors, but I don't know when you'd ever have those open. A dresser, some closets. And you got your bathroom with your square toilet, your sink. They got a big tub, and then a big walk-in shower over here. The only problem with the water here is the pipes run outside. There it is. I was just gonna say they water hammer real bad, so if you brush your teeth in the morning or flush the toilet, it just pounds on the walls. There is air conditioning, but I guess it doesn't do much good whenever you don't have power for 10 to 12 hours out of the day. But all in all, pretty nice. There's a whole group of monkeys over here I'm gonna try and get close to. Oh, they're all running off now. Damn it. Big kudu bull and 3, well, I guess 2 cows, 2 calves. I guess they breed them here right outside the camp. Oh, there's 2 kudu bulls. There's another one. They breed them here and then release them into the preserves. Bunch of those little vervet monkeys running around too. These are the goats the landowner has here. There's quite a few pens of them. Right next to the kudu pens. That guy's not having a good time. Sorry, buddy. These are the water tanks right behind our cabin, which is why I think we get the water hammer so hard. Just noticed there's this shoots of fresh green trees they just planted over here too. Ostrich doesn't care. Oh.
On the shoulder. The gun is offset. Shoot it on the shoulder. Wait. Okay, now.
Good job.
Are we going to go forward?
He's going.
He's up.
Nee, open dat. Oh, zie dat kop. Wil je even nemen?
Ja.
Kom eens.
She's chasing the herd.
We're lucky. We're very lucky. No, no. You shot him. Everything looked perfect.
Was it? Oh, good.
Well done.
Thank you. Now we gotta get one more for that.
Yeah. Now, this is perfect. Now we've got the whole day to go for one more one. Catch around.
Good.
That's perfect.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Well, Mike has his wildebeest, and it's 7:58 in the morning, not even 8 o'clock. We stopped in those last videos I took to make a blind so he could sit and take his time. We went to get one for me, knowing that I would have to walk and put some miles into track one, but we came around a bend and had a herd, and this beautiful, really dark bull was there. And I was just about to ask our PH why this one was so dark, and he said, shoot it, shoot it. So that was the video we just had, Mike getting off the truck. So now the hard work begins to get it out.
That was difficult work, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this big fire pit they have inside this event. It's about 4 feet across, and then they have this giant grill. Probably takes 4 people to put it on. Lifts onto it. Right inside the dining room here with this giant table. So this was a monkey tree. It's a solid piece of wood. Sable feeding right here next to this lodge we're at, doing paperwork for the wildebeest. Well, it's now day 5, afternoon, I guess day 5 on hunting. Last day and a half went pretty bad, pretty quick. Mike shot his wildebeest, which was that beautiful old bull. They estimated probably 15 years old. They only get to about 17. And we got his to the skinning shed, hung around the lodge there as you saw, and then went out and instantly found one for me. And I was really close, probably 100 yards. And it was about 9:30, 10 in the morning, and I shot. I overcompensated low because we've been shooting so terribly high the whole time, and our PH keeps warning us not to shoot high. Hit it low, followed it for a couple thousand yards. Had a shot at it, but we weren't sure it was the right one in the group. And they ran into extremely thick shit. Went back, got 2 trackers. We tracked it for 10 miles. Well, we walked 10 miles. And then the trackers, after those 10 miles, I was spent. We got in the truck, and the trackers walked. 10 miles was about 3 in the afternoon, and then we went till sundown. Chased him, never got a shot. There's blood, then there wasn't blood. I hit it low in the shoulder, but didn't break its shoulder, we don't think. So then got up bright and early this morning, went out again. It's 3 in the afternoon, now almost 4, went around all day, never got it, so that's $1,700 I'll never see again. I'm not really interested in trying for another one, so rest of the day we'll relax and come up with a game plan for tomorrow. On a side note, we had sable Wellington last night, which was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So anyways, see you later. Caesar. Join a fire here. They're gonna cook out tonight instead of in the big kitchen. Mike got his wine.
I think I'm gonna do it back. I'm sweating.
With our day pack, and then I've switched over to the Metcalf.
Okay, sorry to disturb you. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Now it's time for supper. What we have for supper today, you already take your starter around the fire, Impala kebabs. Main course today, the bright day, we bright good fillet steak and also eland voles. Served with pap. The other side of America, you say grits. Served with tomato and onion gravy, and also yellow mealies as a vegetable dish, potato salad for pudding or dessert, ice cream, and chocolate sauce on top. Thank you. Enjoy our meal.
Thank you.
Terms and agreement, and maybe it was from Apple or something. It was like, if you read this, you get like $500 or something stupid like that. Yeah, and like they got money from. Me neither. What are these again? Grits.
It is day 6 of hunting, and today we are going to Blessed Buck and trying to get me a warthog. We were unsuccessful yesterday in getting my wildebeest. Such is life. So we're hunting right around camp. We get to wake up late, have a good breakfast. Let you know how we do. Mic off up there in front of us. Let me flip the camera around. Blessed Buck all morning. Sounds like Uncle Mike. Oh.
That's a damn big fish. Very big. Oh wow. Way too far back as well. That's all that matters.
That's all it goes.
There's blood on that one. Good job.
Thank you. He said that's a big one.
Oh yeah?
We're just standing in the corner deciding which way to go.
Yeah.
Los. Sharp. Los.
Well, that's the end of day 6. That warthog, I think the last thing we're gonna get. That's 8 animals between Mike and I, sans the wildebeest that I didn't find, but the sun was down. It was, I mean, it looks like there's sun here, but it's just the twilight. The sun is down, and we sat at a watering hole all afternoon. Saw a lot of females and babies, no boars, and then we drove the truck around. Saw one, couldn't get a shot at it. It was behind a tree. Came up to this one, had maybe 5 seconds max to get off a shot. Missed, it took off, started running away, and I hit it in the back quarter. It went all the way through to the front shoulder, so I was worried. That thing ran, and we jumped out of the truck as fast as we could, set the dog after it, and it was down before we had to worry about it. So time for some whiskey, sit by the fire, and relax. Now that we have successfully completed, mostly successfully, 7 out of 8 our African safari. So we'll touch base with you guys tomorrow while we're relaxing.
I think we got back around 3 or something like that. And then, well, yeah, I come to the pool somewhere a little bit, and then I went and took a shower.
Shot placement.
But I know what we're having. It's really good.
I know.
Day 7. This is our last day. Last hunting day, last full day in Africa. Tomorrow we fly out. We fly out late. I think 5 in the afternoon. So today's just a relaxing day. We get to go square up our debts and talk to the taxidermist, look at some mounts, and just relax around camp. It's Mike's birthday, so we need to take it easy today for his 77th birthday and just enjoy the scenery. Here's another view of the main dining lodge. We didn't even have to eat there because there wasn't enough people at camp, but I'd imagine if all these spaces were full, that would be the go-to spot. They had these jade trees here, grew like crazy. We couldn't get those to grow at home. That big. Our life depended on it. Oh, that one's 2-story. I didn't even notice that. Headed out one last time to pick up our blind from yesterday, so just sitting on the back of the truck enjoying the view. Well, the afternoon turned around pretty fast. We were sitting here relaxing, having lunch. About 12:30. No power. Everybody, PHs, everybody. It's our last day, so everyone was relaxing. And an urgent call came through on the CB radio, calling for our PH. And they said that they located my wildebeest. It was limping by a watering hole on the property where we shot it. So loaded up, jumped in the truck. It's an hour away, drove there. Got there about 1 o'clock, 1:30. Hunted all afternoon, never saw it. So still going home with no wildebeest, but at least there was some excitement. It'll be food for the jackals and the leopards, I guess. So I'm gonna go here, have a good last dinner at camp, and head out tomorrow. Last sunrise in Africa.
Wall pedestal with the left shoulder showing. Your options basically is wall pedestal or like that waterbuck's a shoulder note.
Right. I was looking at it in the lounge, and it was what was it?
Yeah.
Signal is just a bit bad. I'm going to be with you now.
That's true, Nick. Yeah.